So in my new Dance Mom Chronicles newbie edition, I just got word last night that pictures are Monday for the dancers, which is so exciting. But of course, another thing, because of course with the girls they have to wear the recital wear and all of that, I was planning on braiding up Dakota's hair this week for like a quick protective style, and now I have to make sure her hair is washed. Both of the girls' hairs are washed and straight because we're gonna do like ballet buns for it, so that should be exciting. And of course I gotta do their nails and their toes, and I've already paid for it, and I paid for them a private session, or like, you know, you can do individual sessions, so that way hopefully I can get a picture of me with the girls and of course their individual pictures, and then one with mom. I would love that, and then one together. I would love that so much. I am living for the dance mom life. I love seeing my girls have fun. Anyways, I'm hopeful that in 2024 they can really hone in and perfect their craft. Anyways, now that I know that I have something else to do, the first thing you think of is, oh, if I'm gonna make a cameo in one of their pictures, what am I gonna do about my hair? That's the first thing I always think of, and I think I found the perfect beauty here. Now this one does come courtesy of Arabella hair. Look at the beauty of this one. She's nice and full and long. This one isn't sparse or skimpy by any means, and of course look at the beautiful curls. Now this one came as a wear and go wavy textured wig. We're gonna do a glueless install and style the curls. Look how beautiful the curl pattern is. I like the curls to be a little bit more on the low side, so if you want to kind of like bring the curls up, you definitely can. I think for this one I'm going to wear it for the pictures, and I'm just going to go ahead and curl it at night and put some flexi rods in it, so that as we're pulling out I can just release them and have those fresh curls, because I may bring it up a little bit higher here. You can also add like custom bangs and things like that, but I just want simple, cute, and sexy. I also love the fact that they did the side part. You can definitely switch it up if you like, but I like the side part, so I'm gonna give it a little bit more drama for the pictures. But this is definitely a good perfect wig, and of course it's gonna be super easy to install and style on the day of. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the tutorial and show you how I installed her and how I styled her. We did go with my beautiful favorite, which is this one here for the curls. It did come also as a wavy texture wig, if I did not mention before, which I think I did, but we did turn it up a notch with this. So if you want to see how we got the look, how we got the curls and the style, keep on watching. Before we start, let's take a moment of appreciation for the hairline. This one is a wear and go glueless wig, and I want to show you guys that once you go ahead and melt the lace, it fits 100% glueless. Okay, so I'm enjoying all of the ladies' vlogs and vlogmas, but I want to go ahead and get cute. I went ahead and got in the shower earlier today and co-washed my poor little hair. If I could have one wish from a genie in a bottle, it would be nice, full, thick, luscious hair. Not even more length, just thick hair, like please. So since I can achieve it, I'm gonna weave it. This here is a gorgeous wig from Arabella hair. She comes with these really pretty curls, so I'm hoping we can kind of like make them pop for real. It is set as a side part, which I feel like I haven't really mastered my side part the way like I want to. Like my side parts be looking good, but I don't think I've slayed them exactly how I really like. But today we're gonna make an effort. This here is a inside construction of the cap. This is a nice, comfortable, soft cap. I love these types of caps. They're reminiscent of when we used to sew our own wigs ourselves. So they don't come with the combs, the adjustable straps, the elastic bands already attached. It's just nice and like natural, so it's gonna feel very comfortable to wear. Of course, it also is a closure wig, and it has the pre-cut lace. So the knots are bleached, the hairline is pre-plucked, and then the lace is pre-cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of my hair. I'm gonna just go ahead and put it back into silk scrunchie. I've been trying to do silk scrunchies for me and the girls exclusively. This is a thicker one, but I bought the thicker ones and like the really tiny ones as well. And then subscribe to my YouTube channel. Say it, Papa.
Subscribe to my mom's channel.
I bought him a YouTube play button pillow like what, last year sometime? I think Easter basket stuffer, but I like to use those lately. I've been trying to get a little bit better at really caring for our hair, starting with the inside out, vegetables, fruit, water, vitamins, and also focusing on like more deep conditioning, more pre-pooing, more oils. Also gonna take my edge control. This is from Bedeck.com. A little goes a long way, and you just kind of like push those back. Those have gotten pretty long because I used to shave them. You guys see how like clean this looks versus this side, which is going to make for a great closure install. When you have frontals, you want to make sure this is pushed back so that when you lay your lace, it lays flat and flush, and you have a neat install. And then of course, when you are doing a closure wig, there's a possibility that the sideburn area will be exposed, like if your wig goes back. So you want to make sure that looks good as well. You can add a little product on top. If I need it, I'll do it in just a moment. But for now, let's go ahead ahead and put the wig on, see what she looks like from a 360 view, and see, you know, what the game plan is. So I went ahead and put the wig on. Natural instinct is to go in and pull the curls out and see what we're working with. But I really want to do a minimal work needed for this one. So since it's already done for me with the curls, I'm not going to go ahead and pull them out just quite yet. Let's go ahead and focus on the install more so. I'll show you a little bit of what it looks like from the back. It's not heavy, like dreary, but this one is full. This one gives a Beyonce look. So if you really want to like va-va-voom it up, you definitely can. And I think I already showed you guys the hairline, but you kind of get the drift. Let's go ahead and pull it back and just work on perfecting the parting space. You guys see they did already give us the pre-plucked parting. I think I'm gonna keep it as is. If anything, you can go in and like make it more neat or like make it more your style. But I think it's pretty good as far as like how I would want it. But you can definitely move the parting over if you would like. But I like how when I am straight on, you can't really see the parting as well. Sometimes I do like to make my parting a lot more pronounced. And growing is learning that there are other ways, sometimes even better ways. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the electric hot comb and hit this all the way up to 500 degrees. I'm going to fire up the Hot Tools curling iron. This is my big barrel. I've just gotten so used to using this one. There's one that is even bigger than this. I'm gonna go ahead and purchase it, and then some that are smaller. But for the hairline, this one does, I mean, it's a closure wig, so it definitely will fit glueless. We don't need to necessarily like make it fit. It fits amazing, but you definitely want to melt that lace and get it to lay flat and flush. So we're just going to start off by melting the lace with the bed head. This is one of my favorites. I'm wondering if a flex hold hairspray will bond it down like this will. Let's just try it one time, and if it's not sticky, you'll see me go in with the bed head. But I'm just curious because this, I think, is my new favorite hairspray.
Are still in tune with Vlogmas. I am so
Okay, so this is what it looks like melted down. Of course, I'm going to put the wig band on to really bring it together. I had fired up the mini flat iron, but I don't think I really want baby hair for real. I just want those pieces in the front to camouflage the lace in real life, because you guys, lace, when you don't have no baby hair in lace, I don't care what y'all say. I don't care how well you tint it. I don't care what stylists do it. Your favorite stylists that we love all over social media, when you see their clients in person, you can see lace. Probably unless they just left the chair. But in maintenance, you gotta have a little something there. So I just took a little bit of baby hair, and I'm just going to take my edge control and just hit it at the base. And as you guys can see, it's gone all over the place. So make sure that you have exactly what you want before you start cutting. And I do find that this little hack will give the appearance that the hair is more plucked, because sometimes the hair is plucked or pre-plucked, but it's more so pre-plucked behind the hairline. And again, you don't want like thick clumps. You don't want it to gather and clump together. You want them to be just like little sparse individual pieces. This looks decent, and of course, if we have too much, we can always tweeze, pluck, or whatever we need to do. And then you just trim. Trim as short as you possibly can. Trim like literally too short to even swoop it. Like if you can actually make a full-on swoop, then it's too long to be a micro baby hair. Then you just take your baby hair brush, and you might have to add a little bit more product. And you just swoop them. Anything you don't want there, you just send backwards. I'm using an edge brush that's not from bedeckbeauty.com, and it's like too soft. I don't know, it's too something, but it's not doing what I like it to do. I'm too lazy to go downstairs and get a Bedeck Beauty edge brush. So this one's gonna just have to do, because don't get it twisted. We can make anything work. See, it's not the same. From there, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a melt belt on and let that just like really set, and everything that's there like kind of like marry and meet. Okay, and I'm gonna take my wax. Okay, I don't quite want to take the milk belt off because I went fast. So I am just gonna go ahead and pull the curls out. The curls pop. I like my hair fluffy. Since we slayed the top part so well, we wanted to match. It's like nice and shiny up here, but it's fluffy down here. So I just took like maybe a pea size, dime size, or I don't know, a good amount. And it looks a little bit oily, but don't worry, it's nice and full, so that's gonna absorb and it's gonna make the curls look really good. Okay, now let's remove the melt belt. Okay, it's looking exactly how I expected it to. So essentially all we have left to do is to do the curls. So yeah, you guys can listen to some music while I go in and curl it up really nicely, and we will see what we come up with. Okay, so we got one side done. Someone named Dominic wanted to do my hair, so unfortunately I have to ruin her hairstyle, and I will be back when we are done. That actually looks perfect. It's going to do the thing perfectly if I do say so myself. So I'm gonna do the rest off camera and hopefully we're good to go. Everything is looking neat and flat and slayed. We just gotta tint the lace and we should be good. Okay, so we are done. I wish I had a wide tooth comb or my other brush, but I don't want to use a Denman brush. I want to use a wig brush because I do realize that I've always used a Denman brush, which I do have mine right here, but I don't, after careful consideration, think it's the best brush to comb out curls. I don't think it clumps the curls and makes them better, or like, you know, I think it messes up my curls. Maybe it's in my head, but a lot of times after I use that brush, I still have to comb or retouch up curls. And in this situation, I don't necessarily have to, but I do want this oomph because I did go ahead and just eat some of my food. Like I took a little break. I feel like this part did drop because I should have set it right away. So let's redo this little piece here to bring it up, and I'm gonna do the front piece here, and then we should be able to go ahead and tint the lace. Okay, let's go ahead and tint the lace. My camera's about to die, but I'm just gonna take the foundation powder that I used to use as a hairline tint and use it as a parting tint. I'm learning to go a little bit more subtle with the parting, so let's see if I can handle it. Then I'm gonna go with the same foundation powder but in a deeper shade, and I'm gonna do this lightly along the hairline just to camouflage anything we have going. And the camera's gonna die, so if it dies, I apologize. Okay, so we are done with the look. I love the body, the va-va-voom. It's getting very much sexy. I love the fullness of this one because it makes the curls pop a lot more when the hair is full. Don't get me wrong, I do appreciate the natural vibe when the hair has like a natural like density and you do curls to it. It won't give you the va-va-voom, but it'll give you more realistic every day if you don't want a lot of hair on your body, in your face. But today this is giving let's pop out. It's a little bit more subtle with the hairline because I feel like I got it so flat, and I did kind of push the hairline back. Now, just transparency moment, I am a girl with a large forehead, and a lot of the times I will put my wig on to cover the forehead. And even now, I am just learning how to appreciate wearing my wigs a little bit further back, little by little. If it were up to me, I would lift this up and bring it forward about 1/4 of an inch, like right here, not too much, but just seeing it like this, it's more adult to do it that way. It looks better in pictures, and like whenever you are going back in your time capsule as you get older, you appreciate wearing a wig like this more than bringing it forward. And we just have trauma, not all of us, but some of us have trauma behind our big foreheads to the point that like we don't care. Also with this one, I did do the micro baby hair, and as you guys can see, there's no perfect swoops anywhere. I'm pretty sure I can go in and set my skin, but I don't have my foundation brush right here handy, but I'm pretty sure I can like buff my foundation to, you know, fix whatever I messed up with my makeup from installing. As far as the packaging goes, this one did come from Arabella hair, and this is her. This one here is for sure a beauty. And then the inside, you do get your dust bag, which has that traditional black and gold detail. And then in the inside, you do get your little goodie bag. You do get HD wig caps, baby hairbrush in the color pink. You do get a pack of lashes, You also get a belt belt as well as a cute little clip, which is great. It's a little pearl clip. These are great for like updos and things to kind of like add a little accessories. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Be sure to check her out. Of course, there is a direct link in the description box. Also keep in mind that you can change the parting if I did not mention it already. Whatever you choose, you definitely still have options even with a wear and go closure wig. I'm gonna have her linked directly in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches.